Nearly every industry in Michigan has been affected by an employee shortage in recent months. The issue has deeply impacted those services we rely on most. Some even call it an emergency. With more, here's ABC 10's Lisa Bowers.
When you have an emergency, it's 911 to the rescue. At least, that's what we've come to expect. But what if those trusted emergency responders were dozens of miles away? Or worse yet, not there at all. EMS organizations across the state are experiencing their own emergency. That's according to the Michigan Association of Ambulance Services. Bay Ambulance in Baraga County recently lost 2 of its paramedics, accounting for a third of its workers. Gary Wadaga has been a paramedic for 40 years. He is now the director of Bay Ambulance.
And this is not just a UP thing. This is a Michigan thing. This is a national thing. We're short probably 50 paramedics in the Upper Peninsula, probably 500 in the state of Michigan, and another 500 EMTs in the state of Michigan. So it is a major problem, and we've been poor about telling our story because this has been building up for probably 3, 4, 5 years. But now it's time. We're no longer just bleeding. EMS is hemorrhaging.
Wadaga said his team responds to around 1,000 calls per year, including 911 calls and transfers from one facility to another. Consequences of staffing shortages could include delayed response times and EMT burnout. Public CPR and first aid classes fall by the wayside as well.
Fortunately, we've not had to turn down calls. We've not had to delay stuff a whole ton, but we really need people trained in CPR and first aid to start the process of treating a patient before an ambulance gets there. So many things are touch and go, time dependent, heart attacks, strokes, cardiac arrests, and getting somebody to do CPR before ambulance gets there, getting an AED on.
Training can also be a recruitment tool, he said. The bottom line, things need to change overall to fix the EMT shortage in Michigan. Wadaga said Medicare pays between 10 and 30% of what is billed. He said funding for training is also a must.
We've said that EMS has 2 problems, people and money. So right now, we're asking legislature to approve some funding that will help EMS. The first part of it is a $10 million increase in Medicaid reimbursement. We haven't had a Medicaid increase since 2000, and actually during that time we've actually had 2 Medicaid cuts. Part 2 is that we're asking for $5 million for EMS education.
Working as a first responder, EMT, or paramedic requires training, but it is a rewarding field. If you are interested in becoming a first responder or EMT, Wadaga said the best place to start is your city or township government. For ABC 10 News, I'm Lisa Bowers.
Thanks for watching ABC 10 News on YouTube. To get the latest Upper Peninsula news, sports, and weather, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like us on Facebook.